What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Mika Chanel, back with another edition of Mika Chanel is Just Saying. Tonight we're talking about The Real Housewives of Cheshire, season number 1, episode number 9. We are almost at the finale. This Saturday will be the finale for this season. But I hear from some of my viewers that listen, that watch me from the UK, that actually over there, their second season has just ended. So maybe we'll get the second season sooner than we got this first season. I don't know. But anyways, so this first season for us here in the United States is about to come to a close this week. But let's go ahead and talk about episode number 9. I didn't blog about episode number 8. It really wasn't a lot to episode number 8. I don't know. So let's not even go back there. Episode number 9 starts off with Magali. She is in her home. She is packing. Her and her husband are about to take a trip to Dubai, which I think is awesome. And so she's, picking out her clothes, and she's got all these Afghan looking things and these dresses. And I'm like, okay, all right, Magali. I wasn't really feeling any of them, but maybe I need to see them on. Anyways, and then Ampika shows up out of nowhere. I guess she shows up out of the blue because it didn't seem like Magali was expecting her. She's like, she thought it might have been a delivery man or something like that. And she gets to the door, and it's Ampika. And Ampika basically comes over because she needs someone to talk to. And she's like, she's lost her agony aunts in Nick and Royston because of all the stuff that went down with Dawn. So she feels like now Magali is going to be her new agony aunt or whatever. And Magali's a little confused. Magali's like, okay, so now I'm your best friend. Like, now you can't talk to those guys. Now I'm your best friend or whatever. But Magali's going to, hear her, listen to her, hear her out. And Pika is just basically just talking about how she is, just feeling a little down. They had the funeral for her ex-husband Mark's dad. And, she's just feeling really, really sad. And Magali's like, I don't understand, because she was all talking about this mystery man. Now it's all about Mark. Like, I'm so confused, and she's just like, she doesn't understand what happened to the mystery man. But I feel like Ampika is she is confused. I think Ampika is very, very confused about what she wants out of life right now. Like, she led us to believe that she wanted one thing in the beginning of the season and saying she wanted a family and all this and all that. But then she keeps flip-flopping on that. Like, okay, then she's like, she's really into this mystery man or whatever. And we'll talk about him a little bit more later. So, and then Ampika basically brings up the whole thing with Dawn and her husband trying for a new kid. And they think it's funny. They don't understand why. But, it kind of is what it is. I'm not really sure why Ampika went over to Magali's house. I feel like Ampika just really, really needs attention. She may need a life coach. I mean, I don't know. She just it just seems like she's kind of all over the place. Like, she doesn't really know, and she just wants to pour her heart out to people that aren't, maybe her real friends just yet. I don't know. I think she has a lot to work on the inside. Anyways, let's move on. What did she say? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Magali and Ampika. So we're moving on from Magali and Ampika. I'm sorry, my mind just went completely blank for some reason. Anyway, so the next scene we see Tanya and Leanne. They are going to this lingerie shop, this little underwear shop, so they can go buy some new underclothes because they feel like they need to, spice things up. Tanya says that she used to be an underwear model when she first met her husband, and so she always had like the sexy underwear and things like that. But now, she's not modeling and she's not underwear modeling anymore. And so her underwear game has kind of slipped, you know what I mean? And so she's like, she's they are there trying to find some pretty panties and all that. You know what? I like pretty panties too, just like the next woman. But, I mean, sometimes they get ridiculous with these underwear. I'm dead serious. Like, I mean, all the lace and stuff, the shit's uncomfortable. I still have yet to figure out how to pull up a damn pair of lace panties without my fingernail going all through it. And then the shit's all torn. And I'm like all frustrated because I just spent $35 on a pair of fucking panties that now have a big ass hole in it from me wearing it one time trying to use the bathroom. Damn, can we just wear some Fruit of the Looms? My goodness. Can we just have something comfortable? I mean, I was talking to my girlfriend about this. I'm like, women, we cannot be comfortable. We got a bra, we got underwear, we got fucking Spanx, we got heels, we got nylons, we got stockings, pantyhose, leggings, we got, I mean, what the hell? I just want to just be free. Sometimes, you know? Anyway, so yeah, so they're trying on all the different like little underwear and things like that, and they're just having a good time. Tanya does end up finding an outfit that looks like a little like something that she would wear if she was a dominatrix or something. But she said she was gonna wear it to the ladies' night because all of the ladies are going to the casino, you know, to hang out and everything. So we'll see what happens with that a little later. Anyways, in the next scene after that, we see Dawn. She is headed over to her parents' house because her daughter Taylor, who has just had surgery on her back, is recovering over there or whatever. And so Dawn gets there and, you know, she kind of checks a little bit on her daughter. And then, of course, she turns the topic back to herself and announces that she and her husband are trying to have a baby. So she's not getting the reaction that she wanted to get. You know, her daughter is like, why? Oh my God, Mom, are you serious? No, you can't have another baby. And, you know, and her daughter's just like, you know, you had such a hard time with the last baby. She was premature, you know, why would you want to go through that again? And I just don't understand what a new baby is going to do and, you know, all this and all that. So basically nobody is on Dawn's side about her having another baby, but she's like, it's her life. She's going to do whatever, you know what I mean, that she wants to do with her life, no matter how busy she is, no matter how many children she has. If she wants to have another baby, she's going to have another baby. And Pika made a point in, like, the first scene. She was saying, like, you know, Dawn is, you know, she's busy. She works all the time. She's got 4 girls. She's married, you know, and she was like, poor Nicola, who's Dawn's assistant, is probably going to be, you know, going crazy rocking the baby, which is probably what's going to happen. But anyways, yeah, poor Dawn. She is just not getting any support at all from anybody. But I mean, at the same time, girl, you got 4 kids. You're damn near 50 years old. I mean, whatever, girl. Have all the babies you want. You can afford it, so have all the babies you want. I don't understand why you would want to have more, but it is what it is, you know. Anyway, let's move on. And Pika goes on a family day, right? A family day. Now, family day is usually reserved for actual families. You know what I mean? I guess her and her ex-husband are still a family in some way because they have a child together that they have to co-parent. But it's just so weird, you know, that they are just always around each other. And then they're on this family day because it's their anniversary. It's their wedding anniversary. But they're not even married, okay? So they're celebrating their wedding anniversary together at this, like, at the farm where, you know, we had seen Aunt Pika and, who was she with then? I think she was with Dawn. No, Lauren. Lauren had met her there. So we saw this farm earlier, but Aunt Pika is there with her ex-husband, her ex-mother-in-law, and her son. And they're just having a family day. I'm very confused. And then later on in the night, they're going to go out to dinner. So they're like celebrating their anniversary as if they were still a married couple. It's just so strange. So she talks with her mother-in-law a little bit. She says that her mother-in-law, you know, still feels like she and Mark are together. Like, she talks about them like they're together. She talks to her friends as if they're still together. I'm like, I mean, I would too if I was the mom, because you guys are still together on some level, whether you're having sex or not. She says they're not having sex. I mean, I kind of believe her. I mean, you know, you guys are together. You know, it's just really, really, I've never, ever seen anything like this before in my life, ever. You know, I haven't been around the block that long. You know, I haven't had a lot of married friends or divorced friends or anything like that. But at the same time, it just seems a little strange. It seems very soap opera-y. Anyway, so yeah, so that's that scene. It seems really cute. They're out there. They're having a good time. And Pika calls and invites Lauren and Paul. Oh, no. Before I go on to the dinner scene, and Pika, when she says that her mother-in-law, you know, feels like her and Mark are still together. And Pika's like, you know, says something along the lines of Mark's best times were when they were together. And I'm like, damn, man, Pika, am self-centered much? Do you toot your horn a little bit too much, little girl? I mean, pump your brakes. I mean, how are you gonna say that this man's best time was when he was with you? Did he say that to you? Like, I mean, who says that? Oh, your best time was when you were with me. Like, the rest of your life is just gonna be horrible. You know, like, what? I don't know. Anyways. So, and Pika calls and she invites Lauren and Lauren's husband, Paul, out to celebrate their anniversary. They're going out to dinner, just the grown-ups. And so Paul is just kind of like, well, aren't they divorced? Are they forgetting that they're divorced or whatever? But I guess the four of them used to hang out a lot when Pika and Mark were actually still married. I guess the four of them used to double date a lot or whatever. And she's like, it's been about 10 years since they've all gone out and double date. So they're all looking forward to it. I don't know. Paul feels like they'll be back together within the year because at the dinner, like, and Pika, they were like just acting like a regular couple. And then Pika drops this bomb about, you know, I booked a holiday for us, basically like, well, what we call vacation, they call holiday. So she's like, I booked a vacation for us, and Paul and his wife, and Paul and Lauren are sitting there like, what? You know? And so they're going to South Africa, and Pika's taking him to South Africa so that he can get in this cage, y'all, and get up in this ocean, y'all, and swim with these motherfucking sharks, okay? No. But he says that Mark says that that's like a dream of his, that he really wants to do this. Paul thinks it's a crazy idea because he feels like Pika's gonna leave him down there with the sharks. Like, this might not be a good idea for you to go with your ex-wife and start swimming with the sharks, okay? It might not be a good idea to swim with the sharks in general, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's some white people shit. It really is. Like, folks, we ain't getting our asses in no goddamn what you call it, a fucking cage, and drop our black asses in the damn ocean? Oh, no. We don't do that stuff. No. That's white people shit right there. But it's all good. Y'all go on and jump in the ocean and snorkel and skydive. And no, I would skydive. But I'm not getting in the damn ocean with no sharks. I'm not. I'm sorry. It's just not gonna happen. No. Nope. Anyways, so yeah, so that's the dinner. The dinner looked actually fun. The four of them looked like they were having a great time, and you know, it was really nice to see. I'm happy to see Lauren's husband, you know, a little bit more. I like him. You know, if I was married to him, he might get on my nerves because he's such a jokester. But I'm not married to him, and I find him to be hilarious, you know. So, and Lauren seems to adore him as well. So it's all good. I liked it. The dinner seemed really cool. Anyways, let's move on. Leanne, Nick, and Royston go to visit Dawn at Dawn's house. Basically, Dawn is getting ready to go out of town because her daughter Darby is competing in a horseback riding competition. And so I guess before she leaves, she's having, you know, a little girl chat with her two gay guy friends and her girlfriend or whatever. So they're over there. They come. They're hanging out on Dawn's bed, which I always think is fun. I think it's fun to hang out with your girlfriends on the bed, drinking wine and you know, just having a good old time or whatever. But the conversation goes to Pika. Nick and Royston are very, very concerned. They really want to know what Pika had to say about them two. They don't care if Dawn and Pika made up anything. Like, they are concerned what Pika said about the two of them. I still can't take these motherfuckers seriously. I'm sorry, but these damn faces they got, they're so freaking frozen. I mean, their faces are just frozen and they look crazy. Which one was it? Royston? I think it was Royston. I think Royston was the one that was on the left, and his hair was like all crazy. I don't know. It just, I just be like, oh my God, you guys have to get out of my house. I can't stand looking at you. Oh my goodness. So anyway, so Dawn just basically, you know, says that Pika feels like they were baiting her into the conversation and that she just basically doesn't want to have anything else to do with them anymore. So they're both taking it back and they're like, no, we didn't bait her at all. She was, we mentioned your name and she just went off. And I think that Aunt Pika was a little hyped up about Dawn at her salon party. But on the other side of it, I think Nick and Royston knew what they were doing by asking about Dawn and, kind of bringing it up and then telling them because she was bitter and all of that. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't think that they were intentionally trying to get her worked up. But I think once they saw that she was worked up, they ran with it and they kind of just tried to just kind of add a little bit of fuel to the fire. That's what I think. Anyway, so they're basically saying that Royston or Nick, one of them, I don't know who the hell it was, basically said that they feel like Pika only said anything to them because she knew that they were going to go back and tell Dawn, and she wasn't basically woman enough to tell Dawn how she feels on her own. So that's what they feel like, and they're like, they feel sorry for her. I'm like, okay, now you feel sorry for her, but like a few episodes ago, you were telling her that people are jealous of her and they want her lifestyle. Like, dudes, y'all need to get it together, okay? Y'all need to get it together. Figure out what kind of people y'all want to be and just be them that person consistently, okay? Anyways, Darby goes ahead. She's competing in the competition. It doesn't look like she won the competition. Her horse got a little crazy. But Dawn, like I guess, let out this scream during the competition because I think she thought that Darby was gonna fall. And Dawn's wound a little bit tight. She's like really involved. She's like one of those stage moms, that just probably tell the coach what to do, She seems like one of those type of people. And so Darby gets really annoyed with her that, that she screamed. Darby's a little embarrassed. She already made a mistake. And then to have, her mom, draw attention to it even more. So Darby was just kind of a little annoyed or whatever. But yeah, like I said, Dawn is a little overbearing. So after it was over, her and her husband, they go back to their hotel room and decided they're gonna, start trying for their baby or whatever. So that was that. And then in the meanwhile, while Dawn is there and Magali's off in Dubai, the rest of the ladies, Leanne, Lauren, Tanya, and Pika, they all go to the casino. So they get to the casino and Pika is on 10 already. She is ready to confront Leanne. She is so happy to have Leanne away from Dawn so that she can just like go in on Leanne. Lauren and who was Lauren with? Lauren and Tanya are just having a good time. They're playing roulette. They're just, they're having fun. And Tanya was saying like, oh my God, we're all actually getting along. This is great. I hope it stays like this. But then what happens? And Pika goes in on Leanne. And Pika basically wants Leanne to admit that she's a Hoover. She calls her a Hoover and that she sucks up all of Dawn's shit. And Leanne is just like, no, that's not the kind of relationship I have with Dawn. Just because I tend to agree with her on a lot of things doesn't mean that I'm just taking her shit or whatever. And then Pika is just stuck on this. And she's not letting it go, and Pika is just like, no, you are Dawn's puppet. You listen to her or whatever. My thing with this is I don't really know where Pika's coming from with this, because I do feel like Leanne has tried to be a friend to Pika. It's clear that Dawn is like her best friend or the best friend out of this group that she has. So she does kind of stick up for Dawn, but she said on multiple occasions that she didn't want to get in the middle of Dawn and Pika's argument because she likes Pika, as well. And so I don't know. I think Pika, like I said, she just has a lot of emotional things going on. She doesn't really know what she wants. And then probably with the death of her father-in-law, it's just making her, even more emotional. But she really needs to get it together. I really don't know why she attacked Leanne at the dang on casino. But let's rewind a little bit. I forgot. When Ampika walks into the casino, she's got on this brand new fur coat, and she said it was from her mystery man, and she's all glowing and excited, and she says in her interview how she just has the best of both worlds. And I'm like, oh my God, this is why I just really feel like this woman, she might need a Iyanla girl, y'all. She might need a Iyanla Vanzant to come and help her out and fix her life, because she is all over the place. I mean, all over the place. And I'm wondering what she's going to do when both men decide to leave her alone. You know, where is she going to be? Because, I mean, I don't know how long she thinks she's going to keep this bruise up that she's got. She's got her ex-husband over here for her emotional comfort, and then she's got her mystery man over here for financial support and, you know, a little fun in the bedroom or whatever. You know, and that's the same thing that Lauren was saying, like, she doesn't want Ampika to end up alone, but that's probably where she's headed. So anyway, so yeah, I just think Ampika just has a lot of things, you know, she just has a lot of things going on, and she just really needs to work on. And, yeah, so I'm trying to see, because this is basically all the episodes. The episode kind of ended with them in the casino. I think I pretty much talked about everything. Oh, I didn't talk about the fact that Tanya said that her husband put her on a budget and took away her credit card because she spent $14,000 in 1 month. And I'm like, God dang, what were you buying, Tanya, that you spent $14,000 in not one day, but in 1 month? I would be upset too if I got a credit card bill for $14,000 in 1 month and you were out there buying clothes and shoes and bags and all of that stuff. So that was kind of that. It wasn't really a lot to this episode. I think I basically hit on all of the important facts. Let's see, what else is going on? Nothing else happened. I don't even know. I'm done talking about this show, y'all. This show is, I like the ladies. I like the ladies a lot. They just don't give me a lot to talk about. I hope Ampika gets her life together. I really, really do. I'm really anxious to see what this, the last episode is going to bring, because it looks like it's going to be some arguing with possibly one of the husbands. So, I'm anxious to see what that's about. And, I don't know, you guys. How do you feel about the show? Those of you that are following the show, what do you feel about it? Leave a comment down below and let me know, how you think that this, franchise is going. It definitely started out a lot differently than it's ending up for me. I just really thought that I wasn't going to like Leanne at all, but I'm starting to like her a little bit more. I think that she just, like she said, she sticks by Dawn and what Dawn says, and I think she learned her lesson. She says she learned her lesson in this past episode, that, you know, she didn't want to have another Magali situation, and she wanted, you know, Dawn and Ampika to work it out or whatever. I'm starting to like her a little bit more. I still think she just doesn't have any business, and she just wants to be in everybody else's business. But I don't think she's just a malicious person like I did in the beginning. So that's one change. But Dawn is annoying the hell out of me. And then Ampika is starting to annoy the hell out of me a little bit too, with her self-centeredness and just not being able to get it together. And I know, like, you know, sometimes you go through changes in life and you just need to figure it out. So maybe that's where she is in her life. I don't know. It is what it is, y'all. So let me quit analyzing. I don't think I done had too much wine. I'm turning into Dr. Phil right now. So I'm gonna get off of here, and hopefully this Saturday on the finale, I'm hoping that it's gonna be something spicy. I'm hoping something spicy happens. I don't want to see any fighting or anything, but I want to see, you know, the Real Housewives, they have some good finales. So I'm hoping that this is a good finale. And yeah, you guys, leave your comments down below, like this blog, share this blog, and until next time, please stay real, stay safe, and stay tuned to Mika Chanel Is Just Saying. Bye bye.